Alright, you all know what we're here for. It's the second mix plus the club add-ons. And as you can see, we have a very wide array of songs. So what am I going to do? Well, last time, we spent 17 minutes for 12 songs. Yeah, we're gonna have to cut that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm pretty much gonna sort of rapid fire most of these, and then for certain songs, I'm definitely going to give my thoughts and feelings. Not every song like I did last time. Maybe just little bits for a song here and there. Because let me tell you, these things are just going to get longer and longer, and I can't be doing that for each song. So I think first, I'm actually going to give the people what they want. We are going to start from the tier that I think a lot of people may have showed up for. When I say you'll have an appreciation for all the songs in like C tier and above, compared to like S and E, oh, completely. So this first part, we are going to go through the best to worst songs in S tier, and then we're gonna work ourselves in order back from the original one. Alright, so first I'm gonna start off with the best song in the S tier. In general, I just don't really know what this song is trying to do. You know, at those Jamaican parties and you got that guy screaming over the DJ booth? This is that guy. And it has a remix? This has a remix version. Both versions are bad. They are not good. For this one, I couldn't tell the difference, so they can go down in S tier and touch butts together. And then you've got that last part. I don't know what's going on with this song, but I think it's sort of iconic as well, because people who like know of this song within like the DDR scene, it's like a fun, stupid sort of thing. You don't really question how dumb it is. Honestly, this just sounds like the settings music for a menu. Really not a great song. And I think one thing to say is that a lot of these S tier songs actually come from the Beatmania crossover, and a lot of early Beatmania songs are really bad. This song is both okay. I can tell that there's a difference between the two remixes, but not enough for them to be even better than the other. They're both bad. Overdoser. Now, Overdoser, the remix is better than the original, but that doesn't mean anything. Beginning of life. I mean, what else do I need to say? Same problem as a lot of these songs in the S tier, just not very good. And the problem is that in third mix it actually gets another remix that makes it tolerable. Honestly, you heard the song. I think this is the worst Paranoia remix out there. And it probably doesn't get worse than this. Now, for the worst song in the S tier, I really have to give it up. Because the person who made this, like, oh my god, it's so awful. I use this song as a meme. I will send this to people to describe their own playlist. This song is upsetting and rounds out the bottom of the S tier so well.
This is doo-doo, baby!
The thing is, someone sat down and made this.
Mama, this is garbage.
So that was S tier. And from this point on, we are going to go do the same thing that we did last time. And we're going to go in order from left to right. AM3P, I really like it, and I love the bass on it, especially similar example that I used last video. If you ever go to a DDR machine and AM3P is on there, play it just to hear that bass. Bad Girls, I mean, it's a Donna Summer cover. Come on now. The bass song for it is good, and I actually think this cover is better.
Boom, 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 money, finding dollar.
Boom Boom Dollar. This is an iconic song. Now, the reason why I'm not giving it the S tier, even though I feel like it could be, is that there's a remix that comes up later on that really pushes the energy. It pushes everything about this song. And that is what I'm giving my S's to. Boys by Smile DK. I don't like this song. It's so annoying, and it usually gets blocked everywhere. So if it gets blocked on this video and it like has to be muted, that's on them. Brilliant to You. I would say it's the bottom of A tier. I actually really enjoy this song. I didn't realize how much I enjoyed it until I like re-listened to it. But the Brilliant to You sort of like remixes just flops. I think it lacks the power that the original has and just doesn't do a good job of being a very good remix. And I think there's some games in the European like DDR games where like they'll only have like the groovy remixes and it's so disappointing. So the Orchestral Groovy remix of it will go, I would say a below Trip Machine. I really don't like it. Now, I really don't like this jacket. I really hate the art for this jacket. But I think it's supposed to be said like doobie doo. I don't know. Because this song a lot of people love. And me and Maya were actually quite popular, I think. Emotion. I can't explain how I feel about this song, but I really like it and I really wish there was a full version. I really need a full version of it. I really don't like, because I've actually played this song on Supernova 2, which is like, it's a few generations above Second Mix, but I just love the sound of this song. I can't put my finger on why. I just really do. Where will you go? You will go in the E tier below Paranoia. Now, while this song is doing a lot more than Paranoia, it is actually more audibly interesting. It is also really hard to actually just listen to by itself. There's so much going on. You know, you have sirens, you have there's just a lot of samples in this, and it's too much. I think this is what people who don't play DDR think what DDR music is.
Get up and move. SNK can make ya, yeah. Get up and move. Hold on tight as I make you fly. Way up high, be right by my side. A critical danger, bodies pumping, feet just thumping, heartbeat thumping. I feel something moving.
Then we have Get Up and Move. I think is above Have You Never Been Mellow. I didn't appreciate this song until DDRX. Well, once I was going through the DDRX song list, go listen to the full version. I like it. Hero. This is another, we got an iconic song alert. Hero is so good. But why is it in A tier then? Because there's another remix. Similar to Boom Boom Dollar, there's a remix that really pushes this song to S tier. And honestly, it's like I'm picking My Fire and Bad Girls over Hero. I believe in miracles. Okay, so I actually have some beef with this jacket. I don't understand what's going on here. Because it looks like that one guy from that Capcom game, the blue alien. If You Were Here. Now, If You Were Here by Jennifer, this song, oh my god, it was so good, and I'm so glad it got a revival in DDRX2. But I do not care for the remix as much. And I will say, there's the original I think is S tier, but there was a cover by a fan called Mr. Kitty, and this version was so good. It was a much more slowed down version of it, and it was more of like an 80s. It was like how do I describe it? It was like an 80s synth ballad. Honestly, if that version was in here, that would be Kung Fu Fighting for me. Keep on moving. I mean, iconic alert again. We got another iconic alert. So this actually does have a remix version. So here's the thing, some remixes I'm not inserting into the list because it is literally the same song but worse. Like for example, the Keep On Moving one I think is actually toned down quite a lot, and they have a lot of more, how do I say it? They have a lot of like wind chimey sort of like instruments added to it, or it's more prominent. So there's no point of even using that one because the original is like, it's just better. The remix just really makes it flop. Let Them Move. First of all, I don't know what's going on with the Keep On Moving and Let Them Move jackets. I don't understand what was so good about the laundry style. Don't understand it. But I would say Let Them Move is iconic in its own sense, because for a long time it was actually used as the training song, especially if you had the console version of like any DDR game. If you went to like the lesson mode section, it would always be playing either Let Them Move, or in later games it was Give Me Your Love by Divas. Love by Sonic Dream. Love it's so good. I feel like I'm gonna say that about a lot of like the S tiers or anything that's just like S to B. Love is a very good song, and I actually really love the music video for it. I really miss music like this, and I don't know if a lot of people are doing music like it, but it's nice and it has like a tone to it.
Check one, check one. When I come down right to the sun. Get right down to the shit. Round and round, screws like go finger. Flick to the script, flick back to the script. Come down, check. Sweep the head. Nevertheless, I'm impressed with the best.
Love This Feeling by Changma E. I hate this shit. The only good thing about it is that it has like a really cool guitar solo, and I do recall hearing in another DDR, I think there's like a remix of this which isn't bad, but going from E to D doesn't really change anything.
Dreaming, grooving, if you know what I mean. It's moving on the scene, alright. Make them bumping, make them whining, make them moving on with the dancehall king.
Make a jam. Let me tell you, this song, it's definitely going above Keep On Moving, but Make a Jam is everything Jam Reggae wants to be. It has the energy, it has the sound, it has the fucking, it has everything. It's so good. Make It Better, the So Real mix. Now, here's the thing. It still Make It Better. But do you remember that thing I said before where it feels like squash, except it's like 90% water? The So Real remix actually finally has a taste of its own, but I still don't like it. Paranoia Max Dirty mix. Now, I actually quite like the Dirty mix. It's just a lot better than the previous, like the bass Paranoia. And you know, it's not the fucking clean mix, so what more can you ask for? I will say this is probably as good as it gets when it comes to the Paranoia remixes. So if you see one, just assume that it's not getting any higher than D. Put Your Faith in Me, and Put Your Faith in Me, Jazzy Groove. These songs, my god. I remember playing this song so much. I really loved it. I think the jacket is a little bit strange. I don't really understand what relevance the jacket has to the song at all. But the bass one, the bass version of this song is better than Jazzy Groove by quite a bit. Honestly, if I saw that a game only had the Jazzy Groove, I would be disappointed. It's just how it is. People who played Buster Groove would know that that sample of the guy rapping was also, oh my god, what was her name? The pink bitch. I'm gonna just say Pinky. but it's the beginning of her theme. Next we have Smoke. Honestly, at first, I didn't know how I felt about this song. I put it in the A tier at first, but listening to it recently, I really like it. I think the song has a lot of like hype man energy. SP Trip Machine. Now, this remix is just, it's very cool, it's very clean, but there's nothing more to it other than that. And of course, Monkey. Stomp To My Beat. I mean, it's second place for me. This song is like a club classic. Think You Better Do. First of all, I hate this title. I hate this title of this song. But I'm going to put it in just below Have You Never Been Mellow. This song actually has quite a bit of history. If anyone knows, it's been sampled in a lot of songs, such as the Iwatadai Dawn from Persona 3.
Mommy, listen.
Trip Machine Love Mix. While I don't dislike it, I do think it doesn't do Trip Machine well. A D. I'm just giving it D. I don't like it. I don't like it that much. I think it's worse than the original. Tubthumping. All the football fans out there know this song. I really don't like this. I just like saying the name of the people. Chumbawamba. Yeah, this is one of those where I was like, I can only listen to it for a few times and then I get a little bit bored of it. Of November. Honestly, I'm kind of stuck on where to put them because I like both remixes are good and both remixes have things that I like of each one, but I don't feel like they, because there's another version of the 20th of November which is called the DDR version, which completely beats these two. like all the way. So I think I'm gonna put them at the bottom of B. I do think the remix version is slightly better, but not enough for it to be like a crazy difference. "22 Dunk." Honestly, I had actually never heard of this song before. I saw that it was like in Six Mix. What that mean to me? When I was like looking to see like what people thought of the song in like the comment section, all people could talk about is how the like background in the jacket used to scare them as a kid. And I could see why. Why is there an old guy blindfolded and naked? What the fuck? This song has problems. I think I'm gonna put these in the top of E. "511." It's just a calming song. Honestly, you could probably fall asleep to this.
Love you, babe. Yes, it's true. Just give me a chance to prove, believe in me. Oh, baby.
"Be in My Paradise." Now, okay, here's the problem with this song. The problem with "Be in My Paradise" is that it's so slow as a DDR song because it's like an old gospel ballad sort of thing. It is absolutely an S tier because the range of this singer is really good and it's just a very good piece, but I don't think it was the right fit for DDR. "Been So Long" by Flo. This is not the spot that I wanted to put it. Now, this, I think it's one that is definitely held back because of the limitations of like the length of DDR songs, but I really love it. Like, I've listened to this like pretty much every day since I found it. Honestly, I think I'm gonna have to put it just below Doobie Doob. "Celebrate." Honestly, I'm still a little bit stuck on where I want to put this because the song doesn't sound bad, but when I say that "Celebrate" is probably said more than 30 times in the 1 minute something that this song has to play, is so annoying. I would probably put it just below Trip Machine. Can you please? It sounds very like Boogie Wonderland, but also like bootleg Boogie Wonderland, where it's not quite, but it's like similar enough for you to be like, oh, is that? Oh no, that's not that. Okay. So now we have CHOTTO KIITENA. So this is a remix, I believe, but it's not good. It's just like beat, boo boo bop, boo boo bop. Yeah, just below Love This Feeling. Deep in You. First of all, I hate this title. But I think this is the same guy that did 20th of November. The issue I have with this song is that it feels like you could put it on a fashion run, like a runway, and nothing else. It doesn't feel like it fits entirely into the DDR catalog. And I think this came from Beatmania, so that's probably the reason why it feels like it doesn't fit. Alright, so next is Diving Money. Honestly, I think I was on crack or something when I tiered this one, because I have this written down as like C. Absolutely fucking not. This is not a C. I think I'm going to put it underneath 22 Dunk. Mainly because I just don't know what they were doing here.
I'm a second top full of faking funk hands. Many kid went too far for my underground lady. On my chillin' at the crib every minute. I got the pound from homie in my pocket.
So I put Do You Love Me in the D, like top of D. Honestly, I might grow to regret this, but tell me that vocalist doesn't sound like Snoop Dogg. Yeah, honestly, no, I need to revamp this. I am not happy with where this is. I don't feel like it's an E, but the song has so little going on that I don't really care. Dr. Love. This really took me by surprise when I first heard it, because I thought it was going to be corny, and it probably is a little bit corny, but the song's actually really good, and it does go off. Gambol, you're going in the E tier. Next up, we have Gentle Stress. Gentle Stress is one of those. I think it goes straight to the bottom.
Konami, Mania, Konami, Mania, dope. Know what I'm saying? Styles complicated, like trigonometry. See you running home to your
G.M.D, let me tell you about this fucking song. Oh god, I don't even know if I want to put it here. It's so bad, but in like a funny way. It's bad in the sense that this feels like a rapper freestyling, and he didn't really have anything to go off of. He just keeps going.
dope. Know what I'm saying? Styles complicated, like trigonometry. See you running home.
John in Tennessee, go ahead. What you want to say?
That shit is fucking trash, dog. Get the fuck off the airwaves.
Oh.
Back at it with the Beatmania songs. Into the World. Yeah, I think Into the World is gonna have to go like even below these. I think no, I don't want to move things once I've like tiered them already, but then again, this is like how I feel about the order of it. And you know what? I think by default, most of the Beatmania songs are just inherently like worse than everything from like the DDR ones. It's like that. Okay, so here's the thing. So there's 3 songs in here, and I'm gonna name them. Which is It's Like That, Last Thing on My Mind, and Ooh La La La. Now these came from, I think, a like dancing stage beta, but It's Like That is fine. I'd say it's the top of C tier. Last Thing on My Mind. I want to put it in S tier because I love Steps, but this isn't Steps singing it. This is a group called like Simply the Best, which very strange Tina Turner reference, but I'm gonna have to put you above there. I'm gonna put you in the A tier. If it was Steps, if it was the Steps version, S tier straight. Love So Groovy. I hate the jacket. I hate the art for some of these jackets, especially the ones that look like this. The song's fine though. That's it. The song is just fine. Honestly, the disco mix is so disappointing, mainly because Third Mix has a remix of this where it pops off super hard. Is it wrong for me to judge it based off of the next version of the song? Maybe, but it's my tier list. Macho Gang. Now, I feel like this is probably somewhere in like it's not a good song. The thing that intrigues me about this song is the name of the person behind it. They called themselves Anal Spider. No one said anything. Like, why did no one say anything about this? Next up is Melt in My Arms. Honestly, I think this is the bottom of C. First, my big question is, what the fuck is going on in this jacket? Beatmania jackets were wild. Can I just say? They were either wild or horrible. There is no in between. Honestly, I quite like this. I'm gonna put this in B, like bottom of B though. I think Prince on a Star, Bottom of C. It gives me like Katamari vibes, almost like it was like a beta version of the main theme. Not great, it's just meh.
To all the girls that love the beat mania, you put your hands up in the air and scream out. Ja! To all the guys that love the beat mania, you put your hands up in the air and scream out. No! To all the girls that love the beat mania, you put your hands up in the air and scream out. Ja! To all the guys that love the beat mania.
Queen's Jamaica, I think I definitely think it's like probably one of the best of the Beatmania songs when it comes to like from the E tier, but I do think it has problems. It's a very similar problem to like Jam Jam Reggae, where it's just kind of like, oh, this was it. Now we have both versions of R3, and it's not bad. It's just like a decent trance club mix. I would say it's probably I don't think it's above Love to Me, and honestly I can't really tell the difference between the remixes either. So I'm gonna put it in like the top of D, and also I think I'm gonna move Little Bitch up a little bit as well, because I think Little Bitch is a lot more tolerable than a lot of these songs. Rugged Ash I'm gonna place, I think I'm gonna place in the D tier as well. It's not a bad song, it's just very one note. Alright, now we have both versions of Special Energy, which are actually a little different, both the standard and the remix version, but very similar thing to 22 Dunk, not enough for it to move it out of the way. Honestly, there's only one thing that makes me laugh about this song, and it's the fact that it sounds like Squidward is walking at the beginning of the song. Honestly, I think I would put this above Paranoia. I think the Earthlight does well in its function of being a rhythm game song, but I don't know if it does a good job of being a good song. I'm gonna have to put it at the bottom of D.
M-Flow production. Rhyme brokers in the house,
Now I saw that I forgot a song, but it's okay because it is here now. So we got M-Flow back again, Rhyme Brokers. I quite like it, but I still don't think it lives up to the rest of what's in the A tier. So I'm just gonna give it the bottom of A. I really don't have much else to say for it. Same goes for the theme of Flo-Jack. First of all, I don't even know what Flo-Jack is. First of all, I gotta try and place this thing. Yeah, I don't know what Flo-Jack is, and I've done no research into it. but I believe it's also by M-Flow. They are doing consistently well. 1 S, 2 A's. Not bad. Ooh La La La. Now, this song is actually infamous within the DDR scene because it was considered an impossible song for a long time because it was one of the few songs that had a third step. Honestly, I'm going to put this in B tier. You Make Me. You Make Me is a very fun sort of song to like hear. I don't think it's doing anything crazy, but it sounds good. And I can't ask for much more in this day because I've listened to a lot of trash. Now, to close it all out, one of my favorite songs to play if I ever come across a European third mix machine. Well, it's a European Euro mix machine because, you know, we don't really have third mix. And honestly, I think it's a great spot to sort of end the list on an S tier. I think this is above Do. And honestly, you know what? Been so long. Emotion. I'm just rearranging some of these. I think I'm happy with one more. I think I'm happy with this. So as you can see, the list has gotten a little bigger. It's a pretty sizable list. All right, I'm tired. I got back from work and I started recording this, so I'm out.
Bye,